So the Apple Watch Ultra has been out for a few months now, so let's go and see how it's been holding up so far in 2023. Now, I will tell you this was probably one of the more impressive things Apple announced last year, and it's funny because I feel like not that many people are even talking about this Apple Watch anymore, but it was a very good watch, and I think this is probably not going to see an upgrade probably in like 2 years at least. I think this is still going to be the Apple Watch Ultra, the main one you can buy for the next like 2 years minimum. I mean, we look at the Apple Watch SE that came out in 2019. We didn't even see a successor to that until like 2000 and like what? Maybe it came out in 2020 or something like that. It took a couple years for it to come out. Same exact thing for the Apple Watch Ultra. I don't think Apple's in a rush to go and upgrade this thing. And the main reason for that, I also think, is because it only came out in one model and one size. So with this specific watch, there's really only one model you can buy. There's no flexibility here, which I think is okay. So it only came in a 49mm casing. Now, versus the Apple Watch SE and the Apple Watch Series 8, which you can buy 44mm or 40mm casings, and 45 or 41mm casings for the Series 8. For the Apple Watch Ultra, it only comes in one, which is a really big size 49mm case, and I like it. You know, I like these bigger sized watches, and I think they fit really nice and just kind of go a part of my day, which has always been something that's really cool. Now, I think the display on this thing looks very nice as well, and that in and of itself is another big reason that when I look at something like the Apple Watch Ultra, it is easily still a very, very good watch that I'm still a massive fan of. Although it probably wouldn't be the first watch I would recommend the average person to buy, I think the display and I think the exterior and the build quality really speaks volumes of how good of a watch this thing is. Now, you do have the buttons on the side, and this was something that I've always loved about Apple Watches. They keep the two buttons, they kept them there the same exact time for the whole entire duration of these watches, which I think is a good thing. But if you actually take a look closely on the left side, you do have, they call it a customizable action button. Now, this is a very interesting thing they put here because it's looking like this may be cycling down to their iPhones as well. So we could be actually seeing some sort of action button come on our iPhones, and it's probably going to be tailored to this Apple Watch. Now, the thing that I like about this action button is that it is customizable, so you can go ahead and have it to where you click it, it gets you into another area. That's been something that I like, and like I said, I mean, that's a really cool feature, so much so in fact Apple may actually end up implementing that on their iPhones, which is awesome. Now, another thing Apple did here, which I love, is that they pretty much kept the same band band capability. If you use the bands for the Apple Watch Series 8 for the bigger model, they should work on the Apple Watch Ultra, which I think is really important, and you're still getting lots of features built in between both as well. Now, the big thing I would say for the most part, the reason why you're going to buy an Apple Watch Ultra is probably for its durability. I mean, this thing is certified IP6X dust resistance, but it's also tested to the MILST, 810H. I mean, it has a massive standard that it's basically like so durable. If you drop this thing, if you're in super cold climates, super hot climates, this thing is definitely going to be able to handle almost everything you throw at it, quite literally. The demonstrations they showed this for this specific watch were basically, I think they were like people in mountains and, climbing Mount Everest or something like that. And I think people were swimming and everything. And this watch, I mean, the Apple Watch Series 8 is probably going to be fine in those situations too. But the Apple Watch Ultra is definitely a bigger watch with a lot more capability in that sense. But another thing this watch has, which I like a lot, that's held up a lot better, and I don't really see too many people talking about it, is its brightness. This Apple Watch gets twice as bright, pretty much, as the Apple Watch Series 8. That is a big thing to keep in mind. If you're buying something like an Apple Watch Series 8, the screen is already pretty bright. Like my Series 4 Apple Watch is still pretty bright for me, but the Apple Watch Ultra gets up to 2000 nits of brightness. That is massive, and that's crazy. So when you're getting a watch like an Apple Watch Ultra, you are going to be getting a watch that's almost future-proofed in that sense as well. It's twice as water resistance, so you can go up to 100 meters of water. You have all the same type of capability as the Apple Watch Series 8 in terms of feature sets. So you have blood oxygen applications, you have the ECG app, cardio fitness notifications, you have irregular rhythm notifications as well, high and low rate heart notifications, tons and tons of stuff there, which is really cool in and of itself, and all those awesome features that come built in within your Apple Watch. So at the end of the day, I look at something like the Apple Watch Series 8. So at the end of the day, I look at a watch like the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's easily probably one of the better watches you can buy. It's, has the best battery life of any Apple Watch, amazing capability, very, very durable, fast, premium, everything you want. It is quite pricey. It starts at $799. So it's over twice the price. It's almost like 3 times the price of the Apple Watch, SE, but it's also, quite more expensive than the Apple Watch Series 8. But if you have the money, then that watch kind of makes sense. But like I said, for a majority of people, I'd probably avoid it, and I'd probably just go for an Apple Watch Series 8 or an Apple Watch SE. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.